Let's go ahead and stir the pot a little, shall we? Last Friday, 10 minutes before dismissal time, I decided to live stream my students helping me take my hair out. There was quite the discourse in the chat, which had people saying this was inappropriate and other people saying this was completely fine. There was nothing wrong with what I was doing and people were just making it weird. So of course I had to bring this issue to the big stage. I would like to represent myself in this case, Your Honor, if I may. Number one, for a little context, I had a hair appointment immediately after school and I needed my hair taken out beforehand. I would have taken it out the night before, but that Friday we had a camera crew coming in to shoot a promotional video and I was one of the ones being interviewed. So I had to look presentable, so I didn't take my hair out. I didn't have the time to do it all myself because it would have taken me forever. So naturally I asked about 4 or 5 of my over 100 best friends to assist me in taking my hair out and they all agreed. Number two, this was at the end of class. This week we were doing STEM fair presentations. Since it was Friday and all of my students did an excellent job on their STEM fair projects and presentations, I told them if we get one solid presentation in this class, I'll end class a little early and they can have fun and play basketball, darts, or be on their phones or whatever. And during that time, my team would help me take my hair out. A couple of these were students from my class, but others were students from other classes. I wrote all of them a pass at the beginning of the class period, requesting their assistance 10 minutes before dismissal. I told the teachers only send them if all of their work was completed and they had good behavior. They all met the criteria, so 10 minutes before dismissal, they showed up for their job. My next point I'd like to make is if I was a female teacher, those people wouldn't be in the comments saying, oh, this is weird, this is inappropriate. Because me personally, I don't think there's anything weird about this. People are saying, oh, that's too intimate. To me, it's literally just hair. It doesn't have to be weird. Some people have never had cool teachers and it shows. I personally believe that building authentic relationships with students is paramount in being an effective teacher. I make sure my students know and can feel that I care about them beyond the schoolwork and all the stuff that I have to make them do. I take the time to get to know my students outside of academics because caring for the whole child is what's important. Some of these students have been with me since I was a substitute 4 years ago. They see me as a big brother or a father figure, as some of them say. And me, I don't want kids of my own, so all of these kids are literally my children. And in case you're wondering about their parents, most of them follow me on social media and always talk about my videos with their kids. They always tell me that they're so grateful that their kids have someone like me in their life. In my admin, they're well aware of my social media presence and they love my videos. To me, this is just another wholesome moment that I'm having with my kids that I was fortunate enough to catch on film. Since I'm a science teacher, one thing that I teach my students about is symbiosis. Symbiosis deals with the relationships between organisms. The type of relationship that I like to foster in my class is mutualism, or mutualistic relationship, which means both organisms benefit from the exchange.
I ain't gonna lie, I felt kind of creeped out about it. I ain't gonna hold you, but go ahead.
What's got you pissed off today? I'll start. This is your sign to bedazzle your teacher's head. Roll the clip. Why is this man not being publicly executed like I was? There's a few subtle differences, but we essentially did the exact same thing. This man is getting his head bedazzled, so they're not even touching his hair, they're literally touching his scalp. I have a teacher with students in close proximity to him. He's clearly a good teacher. He's clearly built a bond with these students. They feel comfortable with him, similar to me. Through the school year, letting his kids have fun, probably at the end of class, like my video. Students' faces are shown in the video. It's all over the internet. Working arduously to try to find everything to destroy this man, like y'all did. Why are we not dragging this man through the mud like I was dragged through the mud? What's got you pissed off today? I'll start. Before someone says it, everything that y'all tried to dig up about me was cap. I addressed every single thing that y'all tried to dig up about me to try to fit this narrative that I'm a monster. None of it held weight and I addressed every single one of it. I've been transparent this entire time. I was never texting my students. People saw a video of me reading messages from my phone and automatically assumed that I was texting my students. They were emails and I was reading my work email from my personal device. Next. Oh, he was shooting a shot. He shot a shot at a high school girl. Since when does joining a viral trend along with millions of other TikTok users equate to shooting your shot at someone? Since when does stitching someone's video and joining a trend equate to shooting your shot at someone? Next. Lastly, I don't know how the internet found out I was fired before I did. How does that work? It's exactly why we can't just see things on the internet and just take it and run with it. When you assume, you make an ass out of yourself. It brings me back to the question, why do we not have this same energy with this teacher here? Before someone says it, everything that y'all tried to dig up about me was cap. At least with my video, y'all got a nice, in-depth, eloquently put explanation as to why I was getting my hair undone. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I firmly believe that I was attacked. And let me add this in here, mainly attacked by my own community. I was attacked by my own community for the most part. But anyway, I firmly believe that I was attacked because I'm a young, handsome black man. People who watched this video and thought anything weird or anything suggestive saw me, was attracted to me. I got tattoos, I got an attractive energy, attractive aura. You could sense that through the video. And since you could sense that attractiveness, or since you were attracted to me, you projected your own thoughts and ideologies and traumas and experiences onto me and my children. And that is a hill I'm willing to die on 1,000% of the time. What else could it be? We got Peter Pan here essentially doing the exact same thing that I did, but he's not being attacked. Throughout all this, we had several teachers come forth and show their videos. At least with my video, y'all got a nice in-depth of their students assisting them with their hair. No flack. And I mentioned this in the video. If I was a female teacher, this would not be a problem. And y'all are proving my point. So I guess if I was a female teacher and I was palm colored, this wouldn't have been a problem. Let's stir the pot again. What do y'all think? Why was I publicly attacked when many other people doing the same thing are going scot-free? Y'all mad at me for creating bonds with my students. At least they're not fighting me. At least they're not fighting the teachers. At least my students aren't smoking crack in the bathroom. Y'all mad at me for getting my hair taken out. At least I'm not on the internet seeking validation from minors. This was a teacher that tweeted this. Miss A-Dog said, y'all think my 10th grader's looking at me? My sister, first off, out-of-pocket question. What would even possess someone to come online and say something of that nature? Where is the dress code? Why are you going to school in yoga pants? Those don't even look like yoga pants. They look like long johns. Why are we going to school like that? And they look kind of see-through. And 10th graders of their students assisting them with their hair. No flash. Sister, you have the whole school looking at you. Probably the custodians as well. She's asking questions she already knows the answer to. She knows exactly what she's doing. Miss A, you got a wagon. Yes, they're looking. Everyone's looking. We got bigger problems here. Sister, you have the whole school looking at you. Probably the custodians as well. She's asking questions she already knows the answer to. She knows exactly what she's doing.
Yeah, man. So he's going, as he got fired, he's going on his rant. You know, because he's a young teacher, so I guess he realize why he got fired, and now you go look at why the other teachers are not getting fired, what they doing and everything. Real quick, he made out a standout statement. I want guys, you agree or disagree. He said black people judge black men more harshly than women do, which is something. But go ahead, Ronnie. What was your take about his first video, and then his take overall as how he's still handling the situation that other teachers are not getting as harsh as he is.
No, but first of all, with him, remember, keeping in mind he is a young teacher, so that's one. Two, you're around young women, not even young women, little girls. That's two. Three, you used to be a substitute teacher, so you already know that how they feel when it comes to the school system. And three, you're a young black man in America. I mean, four, you're a young black man in America, so they're gonna look at you the same way. Now, here's the thing. I find this to be very disturbing. I'm not gonna lie to you, because let's say me, Jordan, you have a daughter now. Let's say me, if I have a daughter, and she in a class like that, that teacher would have got a beat down. I'm just being honest, because that's not your job. Your job is to make sure you educate my kids, give them the proper learning, and go home. Now, I understand if it was a class where they was actually doing hair, then I would have been like, okay, it makes sense. Why are they doing your hair? But mind you, this was after class. Class was over with. The girls would come back, do his hair while he's checking emails or whatever he's doing. To me, that's weird. It felt like kind of like cult, like a cult. You get what I'm saying? Like little girls coming there. Yeah, I understand you like the teacher, this and that. But to me, I find that to be very disturbing. And not only that, for the parents to be cool with that, I don't know how they cool with it, but that's just me. Now, when it comes to the other teachers, we already talked about Jordan. We talked about it. We did videos about it over, and Hakeem, you already know we did it over and over and over again. A lot of these teachers are predators. Just because they're educating a kid doesn't mean they're not predators.
Especially
A
the
lot of
white
them
women.
are.
I just want to say that the white women,
Yes.
I just
No,
want to
no,
say that
I
they
can't.
are.
It's been on
We
an
talk about it
all-time
a
high.
lot.
It's been on an all-time high recently. A lot of them have been. A lot of them been being prosecuted as predators. They get young boys, young girls. They do things to them, and they later down the line, we find out that they having kids by them. So a lot of them are predators, even though they are in the school system. To me, I think the school need to do a better job in vetting teachers now, because even though they may have a good personality, they may be very charming, they may be very educated, but they can still be president. They can still be wolf in cheap clothing. We have to be careful out here as parents. Make sure you're watching your kids. Check their phone, because now it seems like teachers are actually texting children's phones now, which to me is very alarming. And not only that, but the last clip of the the black girl with the with the pants. Yes, we know she had a nice shape. I understand that. But to me, some school allow teachers to wear slacks. I don't know why they're doing it. I think that shouldn't be allowed. To me, that it shouldn't be allowed at all. Because I remember growing up, when teachers used to have to wear a certain type of dress code before going to school. But now we live in a different generation where they're allowing teachers to wear slacks coming to school, and I don't think it's good, especially when you have a girl like that who actually have a natural shape. You're gonna have young men looking at you. Well, Hakeem and Jordan, I ain't gonna lie, I used to do it too, even though they were wearing like different clothes. You gonna look, your hormones on a very high. But this is why you get a lot of teachers getting caught up sleeping with young boys. This is what's happening. So avoid that from happening. I think the school system need to be more strict on the dress code, where they should allow teachers what they should not wear to the school, because you're dealing with young people here. Now, if you're dealing with college, go ahead, wear whatever you want. You're dealing with adults. But these are little boys and little girls. Go ahead, Akeem.
So I want to approach this from, did you grow up Mormon? Who said that?
No,
Right.
no, Miss Reed. No, I ain't
Shout
going
out
to
to my
Mormon.
Reed.
I just see that what we're living in today is a lot of predators. There's a lot of them,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
and that's why I'm saying that. But go ahead.
I want to look at this for an example. Like, this is why we don't have a lot of male teachers in the school system. There's this fear, and let's be honest, as a community, the first thing we go to is something sexual. Now, I looked at that video and I didn't feel, I'm like, I just say, hey, it's different. You know what I mean?
Okay, but I can't mind you. That was your girl doing your teacher hair. Her teacher hair. That's your child.
I mean, I would like it. My daughter would doing that.
Yeah,
Exactly. I want
I mean,
like it, and I know you wouldn't like it either.
I feel some type of way at the moment, then I'll forget it. I'll address it. Like,
No, and
I'll address it, but that's it. But I want to go too far with it.
no, and I get it. You are right. Like, it would be a little bit so, but I just want to try to frame it into the point that
Exactly. Your Haitian
no,
came out, you would be speaking Creole right in front of the teacher.
yeah.
Stop the cap.
But
Go ahead.
let's be honest. Let's be honest. Like, a lot of people say we need male teachers in the school system and in a certain aspect to have positive role model around young girls, but a lot of us fear to have them around because we first think of something sexual going on.
Why would we think that? And these are these white women who are these predators. They are
Thank you, Jordan.
predators.
Look,
A white teacher
Facts.
every 2 weeks coming out in Houston or here in California or Illinois or Vermont, all over America. These white women be sexual predators to young boys.
Preach.
And
Jordan
ain't
not lying.
with this, and to me, this what he's back aside from me. He shouldn't be fired and everything. I think he should have got suspended, took some courses, and that's it. And also stop posting. Well, he said there's some parents, some kids are fine with it, but me, I feel like you'd be a little bit too much comfortable with your kids posting them on your social media like that. For me, that's a little bit too far what he was doing. But stuff like this, you know, it should be like a quick suspension, a week or so, maybe less, and that's it. You know, I don't think he should be fired like that because it's
I
not
agree, Jordan.
Yeah.
to me, it's like, you know, to me, it's not a fireable offense. You know, I feel like that was like extreme and everything. You know, and for that, you know, it wasn't unsexual to do somebody here and everything. It's just, you know, a bunch of kids taking their heads down, even though it was in class. You know, I'm not cool there and everything, but like I said, it should be more focused on these white teachers, and they come out on the news every week. It feels like every week, but it's every 2 weeks. Some of these white teachers are having sex with these 14, 15, 16-year-olds, taxing them, sending them gifts and everything, sending them cash. Hey, if I give you oral, you know, I'll give you some money, just hush on the top of things.
Preach, Jordan. Jordan preaching.
And the thing is, it's like there was one teacher who was married and still had sex with an underage boy.
Yeah.
Boy, you going in? Bro.
There is a substantial what's the word I'm trying to find? It's a substantial amount of these like white women be predatorial. Kruger is not the word. I'm gonna say Kruger. Kruger is not the word. They are predatoring these kids, and to me, it's like we need to speak more about that. Speak more and watch these teachers, because especially these white teachers, because it looks like I'm gonna say it's a epidemic of these white teachers, predators. Go ahead.
Mimi said we are so stuck in the mindset if we talk about it, they're gonna go out and do it. Well, newsflash, not talking about it isn't gonna stop these babies. They just be ignorant. I'm gonna have to
Nobody can highlight Sugar Bone comments. You like, why y'all centralize everything? Now the hairdresser can even ask you to touch.
I'm being listen. It's the true fact. The matter is, if you see a man with a little girl or a young woman, the first thought in your mind is he's gonna take her back and bend her over.
Yo, I get in your mind, man. You tripping?
I'm being real. Like a lot of people think that. You know what I'm trying to say? I tell you a story.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I come off as a big brother at times. So I was at a particular job where I had these two young girls come sit by me and had lunch with me. The older women in there said, "Oh, you like them young things." And they were saying you're nasty for that.
But that was just crazy. That was a bad analogy, though. I can't.
But I'm just saying, I wasn't talking to them. I used to talk to them about guys and give them advice.
Okay, I just want a question. How big was that woman?
She was a little bit overweight.
Okay, okay.
Hey, no.
I
love my big women. No, we're not going there. I love.
Listen,
I just want to say I'm done. I'm done.
Listen, not saying we listen. We like listen. We like a frumpy pumpy too. We roll the bell peppers over. They get rolled over just as well. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying they. You know what I mean? The first thought came in their mind was that, hey, something sexual is going to go on. I'm going to take advantage of these young girls. You know what I mean? And when I just being a big brother to them, I'll say, yeah, don't do this, don't do that. Hey, can we sit with you, Hakeem? I'm having my Pasami on ride by myself.
No, but I'm saying when it comes to girls, that was saying when it comes to girls and boys, little boys, and to me, I like Mimi comments. To me in the comments, she said, everything starts at home. Boundaries starts at home. Parents supposed to be educating your kids on how to set boundaries. Hey, the teacher is telling you to do this. No, we don't do that because my parents won't allow it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, like, you know, to me, I felt uncomfortable. If I was a parent, I would have been feeling very uncomfortable if I seen my daughter doing her teacher's hair. I'm like, hey, yo, how much you get paid? You need to go get a hairdresser. Hell, I got a hairdresser that does my hair. So you can go ahead and get one, homie. If you need the money, just let me know. I'll give you the money. Because my daughter ain't doing your hair. That ain't happening. The only hair she gonna be doing is either her mom's hair or her sister's hair. That's it. And probably my hair. She can just do my hair if she's really good at it. No, I'm just saying. Because you know, it's your baby girl. It's your boy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta protect them at all costs. Because like Jordan said, there is a lot. There is predators everywhere. And they're coming from the
Hakeem, I can say this. I could literally do one topic every 3 days of the show, and I can find a woman being predatory to a young man.
Most definitely. And then Sugar Mom say, why are we sexualizing everything? Sugar Mom, you know there was a recent story that went viral of a woman shopping at Whole Foods, and the guy literally put his John Johns out and masturbated on the girl's back.
And ejaculated on him. Yep.
This is Whole Foods.
Which is
We live in a society today, everything's sexualized. So that's why you got to be careful. That's why everything goes to sex. Because, mind you, a woman came to go grocery shopping without a guy jacking off on her back. That's crazy. And took off running.
Ooh, child.
But that's the story. That's the conversation people don't want to have because those are like really, really serious conversations. I would say, sir, I get it. I get it. Hakeem. Yeah, but Hakeem, that was crazy. Mind you, going grocery shopping at Whole Foods. Mind you, your wife or your girl going to grocery shopping at Whole Foods and a guy randomly coming from her back and then just you get what I'm saying? On her back. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Did they arrested him?
No, he took off running.
He took off running.
Natasha Spence said how long he was standing there. She said he was just normally grocery shopping. He had a shopping cart. He had I don't know, Jordan have the story, but we could cover it. But he has he have a basket, and she was just literally walking around. But she thought it was just a normal guy, like, you know, she thought it was nothing bothered. He's just normal guy with a basket in his hand. And then later that night, she felt something was on her back. She said something wet, and I'm like, what is she talking about? And look at Hakeem, he's shaking his head. Hakeem got nasty thoughts, man. Shout out to Liberated Souls in the building. Hakeem, you got nasty stuff.
Liberated Soul was good.
Hey, Hakeem, wanna laugh?
I do, man. It's wild, man.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, any final thoughts about the teacher? We'll move on to the next one.
I don't got none.
Okay, all right, on to the next topic. Oh, let's talk about this because this delusion